5
Hey,
signs
what's
you're
up, y'all?
dealing
It's your
with a
brother, man,
narcissist,
Ed
part
Baby.
1.
Look, I got 5 signs I'm about to tell you how you can tell you're dealing with a narcissist. You hear me? So watch this video from first to last and save this video because it's only gonna get better. You hear me? So if you identify any of these 5 signs, you're dealing with a narcissist. You hear me? So watch out. Number 1, y'all, is mood swings. Look, they may all of a sudden have extreme mood swings. Like they go from loving and affectionate to angry and distant without even warning you. You hear me? Look, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Look, say one day you and your partner, like one day they loving you, they loving you, they affectionate towards you. One day they just loving you, telling how much they love you, they care about you, how lucky they are to have you, all of this. And look, all of a sudden the next day they just distant, they could barely acknowledge you. They don't even know who you is, they don't acknowledge you. Like, you feel me? You just in your head wondering like what's going on, you hear me? They act like they don't want to be around you. And then when you ask them what's wrong, they become angry and defensive. They'll simply say something like, I don't want to talk about it right now, bro. It don't even matter. Like, yeah, you know that? Oh, never mind. It don't even matter. Oh, now you care. Say stuff like that, y'all. That's number one. That's a manipulation tactic. You hear me? You hear me? And it's called mood swings. That's if they doing stuff like that, they're narcissists, y'all. You hear me? That's number 1. Number 2, y'all, is they need for constant admiration. Oh my God, look, they may constantly seek attention and validation and praise from others, and they become upset or angry if they don't receive it. For example, y'all, you see, you could be loving your partner the right way, you hear me? No matter how much love and attention you show them, they always trying to seek it somewhere else, whether it's on social media or whether y'all going out, having fun, whatever. But you know your partner, like you notice, like when you go out, they doing the most for attention. They doing the most for validation. And let me tell y'all this, bro. It's draining dealing with a person like this or being in a relationship, because like no matter how much of love and the way you treat them, no matter how, you give them your heart, and it's like, damn, you'll never feel like it's enough because they always seeking it from somewhere else. You be like, damn, I really give you my all. Like I give you my all, and you still out here looking for it from somewhere else. Like, damn. But don't let that get to you. You a chosen one. You hear me? That's number 2, y'all. So if y'all dealing with any of this, like, if they attention seeker, that's a narcissist, y'all. That's a big sign of a narcissist that you really got to notice. You hear me? Number 3, y'all, is the lack of boundaries. You hear me? Look, they may ignore your boundaries or they'll try to push them and may not respect your privacy or your personal space, y'all. Look, for example, like your partner may not respect your privacy or your personal space. Like they may go through your phone or your computer without your permission, you hear me? Or they'll show up unannounced at your workplace or your social events. Or they could even demand, like they'll be demanding every detail about your day. They'll literally detail every demand about your day. Like, God damn, you hear me? Like they do that. They try to control you on what you wear, who you talk to, how you could spend your time, or who you could spend your time, or who you could talk. You could be calling your mom. Like you feel your mom could be calling who that. Stuff like this, y'all. You hear me? And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, bro. Like this behavior is draining, y'all. This is draining because like when you dealing with someone like this, like who don't trust you, especially when you know you loyal, who don't trust you, or you feel trapped inside mentally. You feel trapped. You hear me? It's draining and it's toxic, especially if you're in a relationship for a long time. It could drive you into a deep hole that you might not ever come out of unless you got God. Cause you really could come out of stuff if you got God. I love y'all though. You a chosen one if you watching this. Stay away from these toxic people though, cause they drain you and it be hard to come out of these toxic situations. When you dealing with a narcissist, it's hard to get out of there. It's real hard. You hear me? It ain't easy. You're gonna have to do a lot of self-work, man. I love y'all. And that's number 3. Number 4, y'all, is self-centeredness. Look, they may only talk about themselves and only their interests. You hear me? And they may not show much interest in your life or your needs, y'all. Look, for example, y'all, look, they always dominate your conversations. Like when they'll always interrupt you when you talking or when you speaking. You hear me? Or they'll turn every topic into themselves. Like when you always mention something about yourself, they'll literally listen to what you're saying for a minute and then they'll switch it to yourself. But also they may ignore your feelings and they'll look at your feelings like they unimportant. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like this one of the worst type of feelings to have dealing with a narcissist. Like it could be real frustrating and hurtful. Like when someone feel like they aren't heard or valued in a relationship. Like that's one of the worst feelings ever. Nobody should really have to go through that feeling. Like I've been there before, so I know y'all. You hear me? That's one of the worst feelings to have is to feel like you're not valued or heard in your relationship, y'all. That's number 4, y'all. That's why I call it self-centeredness, because the narcissist, they pride towards their feelings above yours. And if you're in a relationship, ain't nobody supposed to be higher than nobody. You hear me? Y'all both equal. You hear me? Hey, if you stay to this video, man, I love you. You hear me? Look, number 5, y'all, all men is, we all been through this. Lack of accountability. You hear me? They may never take responsibility for their actions. Like, they won't even apologize for their actions or for hurting you. And in fact, they'll like blame others or make excuses. Like, for example, look, they will avoid making amends with you. And when they hurt you or done something wrong, like that they knew that was gonna bother you, they will really avoid you. Like they avoid you, they won't call you, they won't text you, they won't come around. You hear me? They be afraid to admit it. You hear me? Like they be afraid to all. Like we not perfect. Like nobody perfect. They like you always, and it's crazy because you always gotta be the big person. Like you gotta be the big person every time. Like every time it's a problem in your relationship, you gotta be the bigger person, even if you ain't do nothing. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, that's draining. That's draining. It's hurt. It could be hurtful and frustrating when you in a relationship and you feel like, damn, I'm the only one that's really trying to work things out and be the bigger person. Every time we going through stuff, like you hear me, like I know how that could get, y'all. You hear me? It's okay though. Listen, y'all, I love y'all, man. Listen, that's five. That's 5 signs. You hear me? Dealing with, like, you could tell you're dealing with a narcissist. So if you could identify any of these signs or experience any of these, they was a narcissist. You was not wrong. You hear me? You was not wrong. You're not crazy. This is confirmation that they was a narcissist. And you hear me? Just pray for them people and love them from a distance. You heard? Like, comment, subscribe to the video, shop the merch, man. PassionatePain.com. You hear me? Save this video if y'all liked it. You hear me? Or tag somebody if you feel like they need to hear this. I love y'all. You know we never trip. We always turn that pain into passion. I love you.